From 2008 to 2011, a lot of what Alana Barry has been doing in her field hockey career has involved this. Standing around waiting for something to happen. Barry, who is headed to the University of Iowa for the fall of 2012, set the National Federation record for shutouts in a high school career by 75. It was a full 12% higher than the previous record. Now it can be argued that Barry's record is more of a product of Eastern's high-potency offense that keeps the ball at the other end of the field for more than 90% of most of its games. However, in practices, that offense gets turned directly onto Barry, and she has improved because of it.
Without having any shots, I can't get better in games. And where at practice, I'm constantly getting shots, and they're high-quality shots, and those make me better. And also having the coaches that we have, also, it's a huge part.
And the previous Federation record holder agrees with Barry's assessment.
Right, I think in practice, we developed a work ethic, and I think with head coach Jane Morrill, she really instilled that in all of her players, and I think that was just the trickle-down effect from her leadership. So I definitely knew that. I was a freshman who had to work up and ended up starting on varsity, and I had to work really hard. So I don't think I ever lost that. Just the work ethic to work hard in practice and always, anticipate that every team's going to be tough. So,
heading into the fall of 2011, Barry became a little bit of a celebrity appearing on this magazine cover. But the road to the record was not going to be an easy one. That's because in the first few weeks of the season, Eastern had to play two sitting state champions, its greatest league rival, as well as 2 games against Pennsylvania opponents. So when the record finally fell in October of 2011, there was a certain amount of release.
It was crazy. Because I never knew, starting the sport, I never even knew that would even happen to me. Mm-hmm. And something as big as that just means a lot. And it's a moment I'll never forget.
And as fate would have it, one of Barry's formative coaching experiences was at Level 1 Futures, coached by Haley Exner.
She's a great kid, and she is a really hard worker, and she's really athletic, and she's got a great demeanor out there in the cage, and she's quiet, but I think she has that quiet confidence that I really respected in her as a keeper. So she was really enjoyable to work with. I was actually shocked that it hadn't been broken sooner, because I think it's been 8 years. So, and I think it's really neat that I'm in the same state as the player who broke the record, and been able to do something like this. So, I'm actually really proud of her, and I wish her all the best in her college career.
Barry backstopped Eastern to a 4th straight Group 4 state championship in New Jersey, and also the 2011 Tournament of Champions.
So she's obviously had great preparation. She's had strong defensive play in front of her, a great team that's incredibly supportive of her, and a team that she's incredibly supportive of. So, she has 75 clean sheets. I think the way she looks at it and the way I look at it is she's that final piece, but the team has 75 clean sheets. Just like, goals are scored by a team, shutouts are earned by a team. And she's well deserving of them.
But ultimately, what Barry is not going to be remembered for is going to be all these shutouts. But the championship she helped her teams win here at Eastern. For topofthecircle.com, this is Al Matei in Voorhees, New Jersey.